Hey guys, what is going on? So obviously I am not using my green screen background and I'm instead using my quick thoughts, and that's primarily because a hurricane is going to be hitting us pretty soon, so I wanted to use this to get my video out as soon as I possibly could. And by the way, before I continue on, this is going to be a completely spoiler-free video, so if you're worried about me saying certain things that might be in the film's plot, do not worry, you're safe with me. I'm here to give my review on Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, the sequel to 2018's Black Panther, a film that I absolutely loved. It was my top 10 favorite films of 2018, and it's in my top 10 favorite films of the MCU. What that film did for filmmaking, for blockbuster filmmaking, Ryan Coogler is a director who I have loved ever since Fruitvale Station, for representation. Black Panther is just an absolutely incredible film. I have watched it a couple of times since, and every time I watch it, it gets better and better and better, even though I do have some slight issues with the CG. Nonetheless, I love that film so much. So as you all can imagine, when I heard that Ryan Coogler was coming back to making the sequel, I got even more excited because, like I mentioned, I'm a big fan of his. However, as you all know, the production did have a very unfortunate hand dealt with when, if you guys saw the news back in 2020 when Chadwick Boseman had passed away. I loved everything that Chadwick Boseman had done, and knowing that they would have to make this film after that hand was dealt with them, I can't imagine the pressure that was not only upon Ryan Coogler, but everybody involved in that film. Black Panther: Wakanda Forever was my most anticipated movie for the rest of the year. I sat down and I saw this film. Let me tell you guys right now, this sequel is damn excellent. Now, I will say this much. Do I think this surpasses the first film? I don't, and I do have some issues, which I'll get into later on. But this movie is a damn excellent sequel that I think does a great job in honoring the legacy of Chadwick Boseman. The performances here are all strong. Whether you're talking about Letitia Wright, Lupita Nyong'o, Angela Bassett, the guy who plays Namor, I'll put his name right here. Letitia Wright brings so much in this role. Knowing that she is going over the loss of her brother, but at the same time, the real world grief that she was feeling when Chadwick Boseman had passed away, putting that in this film, I can't imagine the pressure that she faced, but let me tell you, man, Letitia Wright just absolutely knocks it out of the damn park. There is a scene in particular in this movie where, I'm not gonna lie, I was in tears, man. Lupita Nyong'o, I also thought was terrific, having some great, powerful scenes as well. Angela Bassett, though, in this movie, oh my word. Does she give one emotional performance this movie? There is a scene in this movie, again, not gonna give anything away with her, but there is a scene in this movie where she just gives it her all, and the tears were nonstop. What they did with her character, I absolutely loved without giving too much away. The actor portraying Namor, I thought did such a great job of giving off still a very intimidating performance. When it comes to the plot of Black Panther: Wakanda Forever, there is a lot going on and almost seems a bit overstuffed, which I'll get into a little bit. And I do think that for the most part, they do a good job of being able to balance everything going on. But like I said again, for the most part, when it comes down to the action sequence, the action in this movie is stunning, and at times it is brutal action, like a lot more brutal than I expected. Like, I remember there was a specific scene that at the screening that there was a hit that everyone just went, oh! The film is so well shot. It is such a really cool looking movie, to say the least. I remember the cinematographer's name, I'll put their name right here. This movie has such a stylish look while still having a very vibrant color palette to it, even though it is such a great contrast to the themes of what this movie is doing. One more thing I do have to mention is that the score by Ludwig Göransson is just epic in this movie. The score in this movie is so damn good. There is a particular scene where the score just gave me goosebumps. It is such a well-written score. The opening credits, they're powerful. After the opening played, everybody was just clapping. Like, it was so beautifully done and so respectful that I was just like, God damn, Ryan Coogler, I fucking love you. Black Panther: Wakanda Forever is a emotional movie and it is downright powerful at times. The way how Ryan Coogler was able to handle everything in this movie, I gotta give him all the credit in the world for being able to pull this movie off the way that he did, given all the cards that he was dealt with. Do I think that Black Panther Wakanda Forever is as strong as the first film? Unfortunately, I don't, because I will not lie, I did unfortunately have some issues with this movie. First of which being the runtime. Black Panther Wakanda Forever runs at 2 hours and 40 minutes. This movie is definitely a bit too long. I would have cut off, like I'd say, about 10 to 15 minutes of this movie because there is a certain plot point into which I get why it's there, but I personally feel that it was there to serve a purpose for something else in the MCU. You guys will know when you see it. I still thought this was entertaining, but at the same time, I do think that if they had cut these parts out, it would have made such for a leaner and a meaner runtime. Wakanda Forever has a lot going on. I mean, it has a lot going on. This doesn't happen throughout the film, but there were definitely times where I feel like the plot just goes a little bit too all over the place at times. I do think that the film ended like 5 different times. It feels like it's gonna end, and it keeps going, and then it feels like it ends again. It keeps going. Overall, with all that being said, Black Panther Wakanda Forever is an excellent sequel that does have its issues. Like I mentioned, it's a tad bit too long. It feels a bit unfocused at times. It does feel like it ends like 5 different times, but nonetheless, this movie is emotional at times, downright powerful. The performances are excellent. The action is visceral. It's a stunning film to look at, and it is such just a beautifully scored film that not only is a great sequel to an amazing film, but it does do Chadwick Boseman's legacy, and it tributes him and it honors him beautifully and respectfully. All in all, I'm going to give Black Panther Wakanda Forever a 4.2 out of 5 stars. Not as good as the first film, do not get me wrong, but nonetheless, an excellent sequel, and I definitely think you should check it out this weekend. So comment down below and let me know, out of all of Phase 4's Marvel films, which one is your favorite? Let me know below. If you guys want to follow me on social media, I'm on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. I'm also on Snapchat, so if you guys want to follow me on all those social media platforms, all the links and the usernames are in the description below. I hope you all enjoyed my review of Black Panther Wakanda Forever. If so, please hit that like button, also subscribe, and don't forget that notification bell for when my latest review goes live. If you guys want to see my previous 2 reviews, please click right there or right there. And of course, until my next review or video goes live, I will see you all next time.